This episode brought to you by Stardust, fans sharing video reactions to movies, TV, and trailers.
Whoa! Oh, so sorry. I don't know what's happening. I'm sorry. It won't stop.
Stuckman, are you stopping the opening crawl again?
Whoa! Critic, Snob, what are you guys doing in space?
Oh, we just wrapped up our Force Awakens review.
As well as just celebrated Hanukkah.
Well, I just finished doing my Rogue One review with you. Continuity-wise, I don't think those timelines sync up.
No, I'm pretty sure our two separate storylines match up exactly. Pretty sure.
Yeah, it only feels like 2 years have gone by.
Yeah, and we all look exactly the same as when we saw each other a couple seconds ago.
Do we? I'm pretty sure at least my teeth look different.
Yeah, so step off the crawl so we can review The Last Jedi.
I don't know, if literally no time has passed, I don't think the crawl's gonna give us much.
Look, this is how these Star Wars movies work. A few years pass by with each one and the crawl always catches us up.
I'm telling you, Critic, they got nothing.
Well, we'll be the judge of that, so step off! God damn it!
Yeah, I'm telling you, the crawl's pointless, they got nothing.
Alright, let's just get on with it.
Oh wait, I always wondered what the last lyric was. Meow, Lloyd was right!
Let's just get going.
Whoa. How did you guys do that?
Chris, there have been huge advances in the last couple of seconds since we saw each other.
The Force, space technology, appearing wherever you want, all big breakthroughs.
And we have those ingenious minds to thank for it.
Porgs, they're responsible for all this.
What'd you think? They were just a toy ad named after Swedish chef gibberish?
Shame, Stuckman. Shame.
The Porgs are the most important part of Star Wars right now. They're even more essential than the Force.
I mean, I like them fine, I just didn't realize they were so interwoven into everything.
They are.
Extremely interwoven.
Now let them continue to figure out the mysteries of the universe while we start our review.
Man, I am so sorry. Again, Porgs.
They'll forgive you, Stuckman, in time.
This is our review of The Last Jedi, aka A Porg's Tale. The Last Jedi is episode 8 of the Star Wars whatever-G. It was highly anticipated, obviously, but also carried a lot of concern.
After complaints that its predecessor, Force Awakens, was a retread of A New Hope, fans were worried whether or not this would be a retread of Empire Strikes Back.
They were also concerned it might be slightly underwhelming like many parts of its spin-off, Rogue One. So this film had a lot to live up to and several hurdles to jump.
But thankfully, the Porgs pulled us through. Unlike some naysayers that doubted.
I'm sorry, I didn't know.
Shame, Stuckman.
Stop
Shame.
saying that!
Let's see how Last Jedi did with The Last Jedi.
Shame.
After an impressive space fight on par with Rogue One,
All it was missing was Darth Vader sealing someone to death.
General Leia escapes with the Resistance, angering General Hux, but especially angering Emperor-ish Snoke.
Lord Snoke, I assure you my hammy overacting will not be thwarted next time. Please don't use your force
To do this?
Ah!
Yeah, not feeling it, buddy. Think you'd have your stuff together after our planet-destroying 8-pack blew up.
I understand your snokiness, but we have a way of tracking them through light speed.
Oh, that's cool. You'd think me being so powerful, I'd sense that.
Or maybe read a report on your desk every once in a while.
No, I got apprentice shit to do. Speaking of, where's that douchebag from Girls?
Ah!
Hey,
3 things.
Go.
Kill your mother.
got it.
Ditch the pointless mask.
Gone.
And do a shirtless scene for the ladies.
You have watched Girls, right?
Unwillingly.
Girlfriend?
Of course, girlfriend.
Kylo Ren finds he can't destroy his mother, but luckily the other fighters can, blasting her into space.
I'd be lying if I said this wasn't a little awkward, considering this is Carrie Fisher's last movie.
Oh, don't worry. It gets even more awkward.
Oh, come on, Critic. Show what really happened.
That is what really happened. She goes shooting star on our asses. Even if you overlook Fisher's passing and the fact that we're watching her cold corpse come back to life.
That's a pretty big overlook.
When did Leia learn to do something like that?
We see how hard it is for prodigies Luke and Rey just to move rocks. How can she vacuum suck her way back to the ship with no practice?
Maybe Luke and her were getting a drink one night and he said,
So if by some rare chance you're out Sandra Bullocking in space, just remember, hold your hand out to the nearest ship, Force has got your back.
It's uncomfortably specific, but good to know.
Welcome to my world.
It's weird.
Meanwhile, Rey is still in the midst of handing Luke Skywalker his lightsaber.
Master Skywalker, I've journeyed far and wide to... Okay.
Luke tries ignoring her, but the big walking carpet is a little more forceful.
Chewie, what are you doing here? I told you, I'm not a Jedi anymore. Rey brings Luke up to speed with all the things that have happened since he's been gone. So Han gave up these sequels to do Blade Runner sequels. That was a smart choice.
Show me the ways of the Force, then you can come back with me and restore balance.
No, I'm happy here, with my weird lizard nuns, my green nipple alien milk, and of course, the porgs.
My God, you have porgs here?
Yes, they have taught me more about the Force than I ever thought possible.
Okay, did they? Because I don't remember that happening.
I can't believe you missed how important they are!
Listen to him not, marshmallows of enchantment. Shay! Luke still says no, but R2 shows him his Frenching sister, which gives him the motivation to train again.
Meanwhile, Hux is still chasing down Leia's ship, but due to some confusing techno jargon, they can't defeat them yet.
Tell me again why we're not firing at them!
They're too out of range.
But they can't even go to light speed!
No, they'd run out of fuel.
Then why don't we go a little faster than they're going?
Look, we only have 3 settings on this ship. Do you want evil or efficient?
Well, evil, of course.
While Leia is out of commission, the second in command, Vice Admiral Holdo, boy, that would have been a different movie, is put in charge, and she seems less like an admiral and more like a working mom trying to keep her cool around her teenage son.
We need some answers. We need to know what's going on.
I hear you, but I need you to trust my decision.
How? How can we trust you if we don't even know what you're doing?
I need to keep things from you so that you can learn a lesson.
We don't need to learn any lessons. What we need to do is...
Study around!
You're the worst Vice Admiral ever!
This brings us to Finn, who just woke up from his kinda coma, and Rose, a technician who lost her sister in battle.
Rose, you know about space engineering. How are they tracking us even though we use light speed?
It must be that new Porg technology that's changing the world.
Ow!
There's a code breaker who can help us. We can sneak to the solar system he's at, bring him back, and he can hack the other ship.
Great, let's go.
You coming?
We're good.
All fine.
Thanks, though.
Are you sure? It's really exciting.
Yeah, we got space horses and everything.
Probably not as exciting as you'd expect.
Yeah, I'm getting a side quest filler vibe.
Tell us how it went, though.
Come on.
No, wait, we don't need to. Please go back to looking at Rey. I really don't want to do that. All right, let's talk about this scene.
Finn and Rose are fine characters, but their subplot feels unnecessary and not very Star Wars.
They go to a surprisingly boring casino where the codebreaker is, but a lot of the time it's just listening to them say,
I was raised here among the people, abused to make the system of greed work. Social commentary, social commentary, social commentary.
Social commentary?
With political subtext.
Remember the pointless diner scene in Attack of the Clones? And the pointless squid scene from Rogue One? Just combine those scenes together and you have 1/4 of your movie.
What's unfortunate is that every time it cuts back to Rey and Luke, the story becomes so challenging and mythical.
I knew Snoke had already corrupted Kylo's mind. For a split second, I thought about killing him. But then I was like, nah. But then he happened to wake up at that exact moment. So, yeah, all of this is kind of because of poorly timed light switch.
My God. Let's continue to explore this and develop our...
Us again.
We freed some animals.
Space horses.
Great.
Oh, and we found the code breaker, but he was busy and didn't do anything.
In fact, you can probably start a pointless MacGuffin count around now.
Awesome. Can you let us get back to Luke and Rey again?
Oh, sure.
Silly us.
Why would this strange section of the island be associated with the dark side?
Oh no, this should be interesting.
Perhaps because it could give me answers to my past, and the way of the Jedi is letting go of your past. What a fascinating conflict of...
Drag! Drag!
Ah! Damn it! Haven't you dragged enough?
We found another code breaker.
This is DJ. Oh God, is that what we call you?
Yep. I'm a rogue who always plays in the winning side.
Is that supposed to be a stutter?
Yeah, but it's pretty inconsistent. Just like this movie, am I right? I'm gonna be the most utilized cameo since Gwendolyn Christie.
Hey guys, here's the best reactions to what I just reviewed this week.
Overall, I did not like this movie. Some of the scenes were very pointless. That casino part, dumb.
Mark Hamill as Luke was so good. This is his best he's ever been as Luke.
The fight at the end between Kylo Ren and Luke Skywalker was freaking awesome.
I just have no words for it. The film was complete garbage. That's my only thing I have to say about this film.
To me, this was the Star Wars movie I needed. Good change of pace, you know, it deepens the mythology. It makes us question things about the world of Star Wars, and I can't wait to see what comes next.
You have opinions, a lot of opinions, about movies, TV shows, even trailers. There's so much to talk about. You get emotional about them just like anybody gets emotional about them. Well, now you don't have to wait to get that raw emotion straight to the internet. Why? Because we got Stardust app. It allows you instantly to film your reactions to movies, TV shows, and even trailers. Happy, angry, confused? Whatever it is and whatever your reaction is, Stardust is there to show it. Some of the wildest and craziest reactions are on there and they're so much fun to watch. There's a lot of variety, endless possibilities, and they're definitely worth checking out. I even use it myself. This week I gave reactions to Ferdinand, the trailer for Mamma Mia 2, and Christmas Story Live. It's there to get the first and best reaction that you got. It's a ton of fun and 100% free. So check out other people's opinions as well as sharing your own. Also, stay tuned afterwards to see how you can be the next Nostalgia Critic.
Rey decides to go to Kylo Ren because she feels there's still good in him, while Luke is thinking about burning what's left of the Jedi text. He gets an unexpected visitor, though.
What's up, L-Dog?
Back off, Master Yoda. I'm gonna destroy the Jedi tree temple thingy. At least, I think I'm going to.
Less schlock, more shock.
Whoa! I completely underestimated Jedi ghosts!
Talk about becoming more powerful than you could possibly imagine. That Muppet don't mess around.
I always thought the Jedi spirits were more of a guiding light, giving advice and wisdom. With that kind of power, you could have a friggin' Jedi ghost army like in Return of the King and win this war in 2 seconds.
We must let go of the past and create a future of new challenges and ideas.
You do know you're talking to Star Wars fans, right?
Bite my ass, they can.
Fair enough.
Back on Holdo's ship, Poe takes over command by forcing her to surrender.
This is mutiny, Mr. Poe.
That's right, we're taking over. We're finally gonna put things the way they should be. I'm tired of listening to you. I'm tired of not getting all the answers. I'm tired of... Is nobody having a problem with me holding a gun at you and taking over the ship?
Yeah, no, everyone seems fine. Doing their own thing.
Yeah, I kinda thought there'd be a lot more resistance in this resistance. General Leia?
Well done, Holdo. You got us to the planet where we can evacuate our fleet.
Wait, so this was all part of your plan?
Yep.
Well, why didn't you just tell us before?
Well, like I said before, to teach you a lesson.
What, not telling anyone the plan and risking a mutiny that literally just happened?
Well...
Was that gibberish?
No, that was an alien language.
What does it mean?
It means shut up!
Kylo Ren takes Rey to Snoke, and what is up with that Playboy Mansion robe?
Yeah, Snoke is looking less like an intimidating villain and more like a crumpled up drawing of Quagmire.
Ray, baby, welcome to my pad. Do you like my snoking jacket? I am totally gonna rule the universe. Granted, the CG on him is a lot better than in the last one, but some of this material is a little too on-the-nose familiar. Let me show you your friends as they perish in space. Let me loosen your cuffs, because that's proven to be smart in the past. Let me make this a little easier. Page 84, scene 5.
Where you reveal there's no more good left in your apprentice.
Yeah. Page 92, scene 7.
Where you reveal that you've tricked me and you're more powerful than me.
Got it. And page 103, scene 12.
Where you reveal you're going to kill me, but then your apprentice stabs you in the back.
Right on it. Oh wait, skip that one. Oh! Who the hell even was I? Would it have killed anyone to give me one sentence of backstory?
Oh my god, Frank! It's like the second time we let the leader of the dark side get killed. I'm beginning to think the Red Guards are cursed.
It's okay, Harry. Revenge is afoot.
Right. Send in every stormtrooper you got!
Harry? What are you doing?
I'm going for backup.
No, Harry. We got this.
I really feel like we don't.
You think more guards would have saved our Emperor?
Very much, yeah.
No. We use our ninja moves with no blasters.
I don't know. That sounds very wrong.
It feels so right.
I think this is why we have 2 Emperors on our dead list.
Harry, we're the red guys. When has anything ever gone bad for a guy wearing red in sci-fi?
Guess you're right. Charge!
Charge. Ow.
Man, we really suck at this.
Ray, come with me. Together we can page 92, scene 4 of Empire Strikes Back.
Oh, that is my favorite page. But I can't. I know my parents were a bunch of nobodies who abandoned me.
Not really sure what that has to do with... Wait, what?
Hang on, if her parents are nobody, why was the last movie building it up like they were somebody?
MacGuffin number 2!
Oh. What a twist, I guess.
Speaking of weird surprises, after it's revealed that DJ switched sides,
Traitor.
MacGuffin number 3!
Yeah, great. BB-8 saves the day by gunning down everyone operating a killer robot.
BB-8 weirdly has a body count.
Thus, Finn and Phasma have a big fight that's been building up for a while.
Time to finish what we sort of started.
Unfortunately, it's cut short because Holdo sacrifices herself by aiming her abandoned ship at the First Order and putting it in light speed.
Oh, hey guys! It's my last words. Crazy, right?
Is that all I get? I'm Gwendolyn goddamn Christie. I'm 5th least likely to die on Game of Thrones.
Sorry, we had to cut it short.
For what?
For boring casino filler!
MacGuffin number 4!
We need real surprises in this.
Right?
Hux finds Kylo Ren unconscious and tries to finish him off.
It's the end of the line for you. Got something right there on your shoulder, just there. Oh.
I'm in control now. Let's go destroy the Resistance.
Cool beans.
On the planet below, the Resistance are cheerfully reunited.
There. I hugged him. You happy, you weirdos? And Greedo shot first. Oh!
But it doesn't last long, as the First Order sends in the AT-AT walkers.
Isn't it pronounced at?
There's gonna be enough bullshit in the comments. Why worry now?
Oh no, a laser battering ram.
A what now?
It's exactly what it sounds like.
Huh.
And I'm gonna sacrifice myself to it.
Yeah, I guess it did kind of explain itself.
Finn tries to sacrifice himself to destroy the laser, but Rose stops him at the last minute.
Rose! Why'd you do it, Rose?
It's not about fighting the things we hate. It's about saving the things we love.
So you sacrificed yourself to stop him from sacrificing himself.
Yeah, either way, someone's getting sacrificed.
Okay.
Save the things we love, Finn. Now take my middle school kiss!
Is that the kind of relationship we had? Because honestly, I think I had more chemistry with Poe.
Hey, thanks a lot, buddy. Now bring her back and be sure to keep it vague whether or not she's dead. We don't know if she's sequel material yet.
Hey!
Oh, come on, you're set for life with conventions.
Luke Skywalker arrives, though, and sees his sister one last time before facing Kylo Ren, allowing the Resistance time to escape.
Don't even try and toy with me, Skywalker. I can see right through you.
Shit. Oh, Kylo Ren, I've come to apologize for failing you. Know that even if you were to blow me to smithereens, you would only increase the pain that you feel.
Look! Operation Blow Him to Smithereens was a smashing success! You could even ask him yourself!
It turns out Luke has used all of his powers to project himself from entire planets away.
Ha 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 ha! You think this is the real Quaid?
But it drains all of his literal life force.
He strikes at Captain Morgan's pose and fades into the sunsets, allowing Rey to rescue the Resistance while he distracts them.
This will likely be polarizing for some fans, but here's a few reasons why I don't mind it. It shows that both Luke and the Force are continuing to change and evolve. That's what we want from our myths, isn't it? To evolve? What if after A New Hope fans said the Force can't shoot lightning, or the Force can't make you see ghosts, or the Force can't lift an entire ship? We would miss out on an ever-developing and ever-changing world that was being shaped and molded. So in my opinion, this is a great and even practical addition to what the Force can do.
Yeah, but he was projecting the dice the whole time too?
What?
While he's fighting from galaxies away, killing what's left of him, was he really just sitting on that rock saying to himself,
"Remember the dice, remember the dice, remember the dice, remember the dice"?
That just seems like a weird detail he would focus on.
Snob, who do you think taught him how to do that?
Oh my god, I've questioned the Porgs and brought shame to all.
Oh!
No, hey! That is not the Porg way. Oh, it is? Okay, continue. Nah, you know, Han's died enough.
Fine.
Finally, we see one of the abused kids from the casino look out into the stars, imagining all that the future holds for him.
And yes, he even appears to be Force sensitive.
Last Jedi my ass. This movie should have been called
Gotcha. It's like totally gonna be more Jedi.
And that was the latest Star Wars movie. How was it? Amazing! Except when it was kind of dumb. The more I think back to it, the more I do find things wrong with it, but at the same time, the more I think back to it, the more I don't care. Because I'm so distracted by how visually grand and emotionally breathtaking the other scenes are.
It has flaws, certainly, and for some they might be too distracting, but it still feels like Star Wars. Even though it's not going in a completely different direction, it's still going in a direction that's different enough to be entertaining.
It borrows from more than just from itself. It borrows from classic myths, anime, religions, and philosophies. It still knows how to keep us talking and asking questions, looking for deeper meanings, which is what any timeless myth should do. And I'm still looking forward to seeing what's going to happen next in a galaxy far, far away. And after all this, I just gotta say, thank you, Porgs, for making this all possible.
Okay, seriously, I did not like those things.
Same.
Alright, but who's gonna fly the ship?
Come on, how hard could it be?
So I'll see you in Mexico?
Yeah.
See you there.
Hey guys, here's even more reactions to what I just reviewed this week.
Sorry.
How do I feel about The Last Jedi now after seeing it 4 times? I love it. I absolutely love it.
Star Wars Last Jedi. You went full prequel. You never go full prequel.
I was utterly disappointed
with Ferdinand, but Star Wars was awesome.
There were a lot of epic, amazing things. There was also some, like, I wouldn't call them twists, they were just like disappointing turnouts.
Alright, the more that I think about it, I think that I'm 100% okay with how Snoke was handled and Rey's parentage. But what did you guys think?
You want your reaction to be in the next Nostalgia Critic? Next week I'll be reviewing Mars Attacks. Just download the Stardust app at the link below, follow us at Nostalgia Critic, record your reaction, and then tweet it to us with this hashtag, or use Facebook. The ones we like best will make it in the next Nostalgia Critic video. We absolutely love going through and seeing everybody's different reactions, the over-the-top ones, the funny ones. There's such a wide variety out there and we love watching them, and you will too. So download the app, get out there, and show us your crazy reactions.
That sounds very wrong.
It feels so right.
Hey, Doug Walker here doing the charity shout out. For those that have been paying attention, we did a charity stream not long ago for St. Jude Children's Hospital Research, and we're keeping that video open and donations open for a little bit. If you go to our YouTube channel, you can see where the charity stream video is, and we're still having the donation link open for a few more days. So that's what the charity is going to be this week, and if by the time you see this, it's gone, maybe you saw this sometime later, still donate. It is a wonderful organization. It's one of those charities where, you know how you can't do research into certain things and then you find out stuff like, oh, I didn't know that. This is one of those charities where the more research you do, just the cooler stuff you find, and they just do so much wonderful, phenomenal stuff, and yeah, it's just definitely worth checking out, and so definitely for the charity stream that we did, definitely consider going over there and donating, and even if the charity stream, if the link is gone by the time you watch this, please consider giving anyway, because they do such wonderful, phenomenal work. Definitely check it out if you get a chance, and thank you so much. Take care.